Pull out a 1981 Washington quarter and give it a second look. What seems ordinary might actually be special. Though hundreds of millions were minted in 1981, subtle minting quirks mean some could be worth far more than face value. Read on to learn what to watch for and why this year still captivates collectors. In 1981, the Washington design showed George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The Philadelphia Mint struck nearly 380 million, no mint mark, while Denver produced about 520 million, marked D. At first glance, this vast production suggests commonness, yet even large mintage years can harbor rare varieties. Collectors know slight errors or unique finishes can set specific coins apart. A key feature is doubling on the obverse. Called a double die error, it appears when a misaligned die strikes twice, leaving a faint secondary image on the date or Liberty. On a 1981 quarter, look for a doubled 1981 or a ghost-like shadow near Washington's profile. These are subtle and require magnification, but finding one can boost a coin's value significantly, sometimes into the low thousands. In addition, tiny die cracks on the reverse might slice across the eagle's wing or split letters in quarter dollar. Though less dramatic than doubling, sharp die cracks can still attract attention, especially when they create a spiderweb-like crack pattern that tells a story of a worn die that kept striking more planchets than it should have. Market demand depends heavily on condition. A well-circulated 1981 quarter, worn smooth, is often worth just face value or a dollar or two. An about uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars, example, with most mint luster intact, may fetch $5 to $10. Mint state, MS, coins range widely. An MS 63 standard quarter might sell for $20 to $30, while an MS 65 in pristine shape could command $50 or more. If that coin exhibits a pronounced double die or a sharp die crack, values can skyrocket because collectors prize clearly visible errors. Proof quarters deserve notice as well. In 1981, the San Francisco Mint produced proof quarters, marked S, featuring mirrored fields and frosted devices. A PR 69 proof might sell for $15 to $20, but those labeled Deep Cameo, where the raised portrait looks frosty against a dark mirror, can reach $50 or more. Collectors prize these for their dramatic contrast and crisp details. Even among proofs, though, condition is king. A slight hairline scratch across Washington's chest can knock an otherwise beautiful proof down to $10 or $12. A few anecdotes highlight these coins' appeal. A hobbyist in Indiana found a 1981 D quarter that looked a fraction broader than other change, a sign of a broadstrike error. He paid face value and later sold it for $150 after grading certified it as a genuine broadstrike. Another enthusiast discovered a 1981 double die obverse in a bank-wrapped roll, an exciting surprise that jump-started his passion for error coins. These stories remind us that everyday change can hide treasures, waiting for a trained eye to spot them. Condition remains everything. A slight scratch on Washington's cheek or a tiny bag mark on the eagle's wing can drop a coin's value drastically. Collectors expect eye appeal, smooth surfaces, strong luster, and sharp strikes. A 1981 quarter graded MS 65 with clean surfaces may sell for $60, lose a few points and it might be $30. For error enthusiasts, owning a clearly doubled die or visibly misaligned strike often outweighs minor mishaps. When you next empty your pockets, pause at any quarter marked 1981. Check for that faint second image on the date, inspect the rims for unusual thickness, and let light dance across the surfaces to spot proof-like reflections. Whether you're building a registry set or hunting hidden value, noticing these details can transform an ordinary quarter into a standout find. Keep your eyes sharp, that simple piece of pocket change might be a gateway to a rewarding discovery.